We are live. Wow. 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 Beautiful people coming into the Zoom room. You made it. Spencer Kramer, John Bragman.
I am here.
I am so happy you're here, my friend. Welcome.
Love those
Marley
last.
Q.
What?
Yes.
If these could pop out at you, I'd be like, what?
Roger Rabbit.
I'm so happy to see you, my friend. We are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and here in the Zoom room. I've got a couple of friends who've joined us on time for this weekly breath of fresh air. Could you breathe with me real quick? You pressed pause, you jumped in here. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go through your mouth like a sigh. Let's do that again. That felt so good. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. One more time because I need it. We had tech stuff before going live. So I need another breath. Inhale.
Got lightheaded with that one.
You took
That's
a
some
deep
good
breath.
stuff.
You took a deep breath. I saw you there, John. Welcome, Paula. Welcome. Thank you for pressing pause. Today is Thursday, July 3rd. You know, this is a holiday week. Hello. Here in the States, it's Independence Day weekend. People are off on vacation, taking trips. But you right here live with me or watching on the replay, you pressed pause today. You decided to take a little break, to breathe, and to see how we can infuse our workday with some wellness and some real business growth through meaningful networking and connections. If you're new to our Wow Hour, I'm Marley Q. Nice to meet you. I am a TEDx speaker, an event MC, and a facilitator of wellness at work experiences. WOW, in case you haven't put those two together, is an acronym for wellness at work. And so I was able to create a partnership with the amazing folks at Florida Professionals Association, which we have some members, executive members in the house right here in the Zoom room. And our founders, our co-founders, Andy and Vanessa, are actually out on a cruise. Can we wave to them wherever they are? Maybe they're watching this on the replay out in Facebook land. I hope you all are enjoying your cruise. I'm so happy that I'm able to kind of do a little takeover here each week and bring you this kind of new kind of networking event, right? Not your typical networking event, not your typical Zoom. And I want to give you permission to engage here with me in the next hour, however you can, whether that's cameras on or off, whether you are going to make sure you engage here in the chat so that I know you're here with me. I'm actually going to pull up my chat so that I can see you, because that's how I know we're here. So if you pressed pause and are here with me, could you put wow in the chat to make sure that like it's working and that you know where it's at? And while we do that, I want to make sure, again, if you're new, this is a partnership and this is being hosted thanks to Florida Professionals Association and the really great folks at Strive 305 Hub, which is a platform, strive305hub.com, a platform for entrepreneurs and small business owners to gain access to funding, resources, networking events, promotional opportunities, visibility opportunities as well. So we'll share those resources at the end, but so that you know how this hour is going to work with us together. And if you have to pop in and out, totally cool. Again, this is a place for us to be present, engage as we are and as we can, and not come in here with like an elevator pitch or ready to sell anything. This is not your typical networking event. And it's also not your typical boring Zoom meeting. I'm out to prove that in 1 hour or less, we can co-create an experience together, a space together where we can be real and grateful with each other. I call that brag. You have permission to brag, be real and grateful. I see Spencer in the chat saying Marley's the best. Well, I'm going to amplify that because we are talking about bragging, and I'm going to be real and grateful that I've got some amazing friends here in the house today. As a former award-winning, retired and burnt out event planner, turned wellness facilitator, keynote speaker, and MC, I created this wow hour and these wow experiences to help Busy leaders like you and I experience what I call a planned pause, a scheduled, purposeful time on our calendars on a recurring basis to pause, to check in with ourselves, with our business, with our work, with where we're at, so that we can like look forward and identify some of the things that we need that could really move our business forward, right? So that's what this is about. We're going to breathe a little bit. If you haven't yet, I'm going to like invite you to take 3 cleansing breaths. That's how we're going to start all these wow hours. And in case you missed it, a cleansing breath looks a little like this. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth like a sigh. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out. And if those were the first mindful breaths that you took all day, you've already done such a great thing to elevate your well-being. I'm here out to prove that we can focus on our work and our business and our purpose and our impact and our well-being at the same time. We don't need to burn out in the process of being of service and creating really great impact for others. And networking doesn't have to feel so hard, awkward, or forced either. And I love that we've created this space and that the folks at Florida Professionals Association have been building this online virtual community that started in the 305 and is now statewide. And now that we're streaming on YouTube worldwide, right? This initiative to come together to elevate our wellness in business and our personal life as well. Those two can coexist. If you agree with me, I see you back here. Paula's like, yeah, that's right. John knows that's what's up. You know. For sure. And Tayari and Spencer, I know you're out there and you're listening too. So, and I know you're on board because you wouldn't be here if you weren't on board with your business doesn't have to burn you out. Right. And we can create these spaces and these planned pauses to support our well-being and our business. That's what we're here to do. You already know you have permission to brag. That means be real and grateful. And we're going to open up the mics and spotlight you who are here live with me in the Zoom room in the back. In case you're watching this out in LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, and you want to join us here backstage, just check out floridazooms.com and register, and you'll get the link to join us in here where the party's at. All right, so it's July 3rd. We're into quarter 3. Last Thursday was our kickoff wow hour, and we paused and reflected on quarter 1 and quarter 2 wins. We had really great wins that were shared, and we also looked ahead and identified what I need. That's an acronym for WIN, what I need in order to move our business forward. So I'm going to ask you the same reflection questions today. And I want you to share your win-win. This is what I call my win-win networking lightning round. You're going to get a minute to share what I'm noticing, right? That's win, what I'm noticing about the start of quarter 3 right now, summer, right before 4th of July weekend. What are you noticing in your business or in your life, in your work? And what I need will be round 2. Okay. So round 1, what I'm noticing, that's the first win. Maybe it's a win, like an actual success, a win that you want to share. Maybe it's an observation, something that you're just noticing about yourself today, about the start of, July, looking forward to the summer, whatever it is that you're noticing. That's what round number 1 is going to be. And I know that John is always ready. So is it cool if I spotlight you?
Oh, I'm always ready.
I know you are. John Bragman, everybody, tell us your win. What are you noticing?
So the win is everybody's keeping their eye on what's going on with the price of gold these days. And it's going up, 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 up. And that's a good thing for me. Anything that motivates people to want to sell their old stuff is good for me. So as long as the markets keep going up the way they are, it's a good thing for me. That's what I have noticed. And people are getting off the sidelines because they don't want to keep gambling. Like, is it going to come back down? And they're going to be very upset. So that's what I have noticed. And that's a good thing for me.
That is a great thing for you. That's how you do it, people. That was how you share your first win in the lightning round. Great job. Great job. We've got Kenneth coming in. Let me admit him in the Zoom room while I spotlight Paula. You're next, my dear. After that, I got you, Spencer. You're coming up right next. Paula, share with us your win. What I'm noticing.
Okay, what I'm noticing about this quarter is a lot of success for our clients, all the business owners who want to grow the business, and also for our virtual assistants. They are doing a really good job with all of our clients, helping them to grow their businesses. So, yeah, a lot of success.
I love that. We are focused on sharing wins and bragging about what we're noticing today. Spencer, can I bring you back? Can you bring you up? If you're on, there we go. All right, let me got you. Spotlight for everyone.
Hey, Marley Q.
Hi.
When I saw your face and name, of course I had to join you. I love you. You're an inspiration to the world. I hope you keep on doing your thing. And any way I can ever support you, I'm here for you. Let's dive into the win. Well, it's always a win when you got the right positive outlook and optimistic personality, right? But what's happening in the world today is AI is changing everything. And in the near future, the world's really going to be split a bit between people that know how to work with machines and integrate that into their business. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people that are replaced by the machines. So it's a scary time in our world and economics. I'm diving in headfirst to really learn how to integrate AI and how to help other business owners with AI and how to deploy it into my 3 companies that I'm running so that I'm not always working all the time. So I'm looking forward to just having a bit more disposable time while the machine helps with my repetitive tasks. And so maybe another time you and I could connect and go over all this cool stuff that's absolutely blowing my mind.
For sure. Oh my goodness. So if the world needed some kind of a clone of Spencer Kramer, I mean, I'm on board to support this because you are creating amazing energy everywhere you go. So yes, leveraging AI. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be inviting you all at the end of this to an event where our keynote speaker is all about AI, and he's going to be bringing all these. You might be really, really interested in that. So stick around. Kenneth,
shoot me the invite. I'm going to go off camera and back into working with the team. But thank you.
Sure. I love it. Thanks, Kenneth. Welcome. You have permission to brag, to be real and grateful, and share with us your win. What are you noticing?
There's only one bragger here. That's the bragman himself, John the jeweler. I don't know. I mean, it's good to see him. Well, I don't want to brag about just finding a new group and being a Strive 305 ambassador. I'm excited about whatever that's going to look like. And I was excited about just checking out this call. And then I get on here and I see one of the supreme Miami networkers, John the jeweler himself. So anyways, it's very, very ironic. The world is smaller than you think. Ran into him to do another event 2 weeks ago at Mercedes-Benz in Cutler Bay. So it's just really weird how things all come full circle. John, I guess that means we need to do an old-fashioned one-to-one again sometimes.
I guess we do.
Yeah. So my win is I sell health and life insurance, and what I got going on is I finally made a point now where I have to quit putting out fires, and I need to have a more strategic approach to the many different business lines I'm working on, and I've hired someone to help me with it. So that's kind of it's a new thing. We'll see where that goes. But anyways,
that's your win. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I think
I'm always winning, baby. Probably not. I mean, not like Donald Trump, but I'm always winning, baby.
Listen, my kids have an anthem. I always I sing to them. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I mean, this is like an anthem in this house. I couldn't even tell you who sings the song right now, but it doesn't matter because my kids know that their mom, like, all I do is win. Even when I lose, I have a good attitude about it. And we're going to play that game of Go Fish again and again until mom wins.
So
That's
how
great. That's kids? DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, thank you. I'm like, I don't even know who sings it.
How old are your kids?
I got 2 boys, a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. I am a happy, busy mama of 2 boys.
Yeah, I have 9-year-old twin girls, and whatever I sing, they say, Papa, don't make us cover our ears. So
They love it. They love it. So far, my kids are asking me to sing. I sing to them every night, and I'm only married to a musician. I have no musical abilities at all, but I like to pretend that I do. And if you're joining us at Professionals in Paradise, which is Florida Professionals Association's annual business conference retreat, I'm actually facilitating Professionals in Paradise for the second year in a row. It's in Orlando, July 31st through August 3rd. I'll drop the link in the chat, or John or Paula, if you could do me the favor, piporlando.com. That's the link to our Professionals in Paradise event. And I am thinking that I'm going to add some music this year to Professionals in Paradise. I might surprise you with I might surprise myself with my own singing or rapping skills at this event. Here's where we practice. Here's where we practice. And actually, on that note of practicing, Kenneth, you mentioned that John was like a master networker, right? And I agree. And in our kickoff last week, we talked about what really makes for effective networking, right? Is being real and grateful. And John Bragman not only has this baked into his name, obviously, but he is the embodiment of someone who is himself. It's authentic. It's the same John here as you see him offline, as you see him if you have him on a call, if he's like, appraising your jewelry, if he's selling you something, if he's, talking to you about his grandkids. It's the same John. It's be real. And he's always coming with an energy of gratitude, right? So an energy of authenticity, presence, and gratitude, I think, are like the magical ingredient that creates instant connection, that creates that energetic like exchange of currency. I call it the currency of kindness, that allows us to want to know, like, and trust one another. We did one networking lightning round. I didn't ask you, what do you do? I didn't say, hey, share with everybody what you do or your elevator pitch. I said, share a win. You have permission to brag, be real and grateful, share a win. And I even gave you like an acronym for that, like what I'm noticing. Because sometimes we don't even pause to notice what's a win right now. And if you're someone like me, maybe someone like John, like there's a win everywhere. Ken's like, all I do is win. Spencer finds a win every day, right? Because we have that mindset and that practice. But this weekly pause gives us the opportunity to strengthen that ability to be real, be grateful, actually show up in spaces where we can connect with each other and explore ways to actually support one another. Everybody that's attracted to Wow Hour, that's a part of Strive 305, that's a part of Florida Professionals Association, are entrepreneurs, small business owners, professionals, just like you and I. Thank you so much for popping in when you can. If you got to pop off, that's all good. Tayari, I'm glad to see you on the screen. Can I spotlight you to share a win?
How you doing? Good afternoon. Nice.
It's okay. Kids, the kids want to get on the camera. I get it. I had to bribe mine outside for an hour. Don't worry. Thank you, Paula, for dropping PIP Orlando.
I apologize.
No worries.
My dog was acting crazy. We have construction going on.
No worries.
But I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm 22 years old. I just currently graduated college, so that was one of my wins. I have my business administration degree. I have 3 businesses. I started doing real estate at the age of 18. But as far as one of my wins for recently, it's just networking. I've been able to meet a lot of good people recently, and I'm trying to continue that, to continue to grow.
That's a great win. That's a great win, my friend. What or who brings you here today?
My mom works for Miami-Dade. She actually sent me the link because she knows that I'm trying to get contracts with Miami-Dade right now as well. So she thought it would be something good to join.
That's so great. I'm so happy you're here, Tayari. Thanks. Nice to meet you. I'm Marley Q, and I am a Strive 305 ambassador. For those that are unaware, in Miami-Dade County, Mayor Daniela Levin Cava has championed an initiative called Strive 305. It's a platform or a website, strive305hub.com, which provides free resources to entrepreneurs, small business owners, people that are either relocating to Miami or trying to start a business, or business owners who are established that are looking to, grow and find funding, networking opportunities, events, connections with, leaders in the community, ways to get permits for things. So many resources at strive305hub.com. So definitely check that out. All of us, I'm sure, can find a resource there, or at a minimum, join the email list so that you get, access to their newsletter, which is where this event was being promoted that your mom shared with you, I'm sure. And that's a really good place to start. I want to acknowledge you for your initiative, right? Especially as a young person, seeing the value in networking and in showing up to spaces like this to grow. So kudos to you and welcome. We are here every Thursday at 3:30. I call it my wow hour. My intention is in 1 hour or less, because we don't fill up an hour just to fill up an hour here and waste people's time. No. You come here to get what you need, and we get back to work and to our lives, hopefully feeling a little spark of energy, a little spark of kindness and connection, and hopefully something that helps us move the needle forward in our business and our well-being. One thing that I want to share on the wellness front before we go into our round 2 of networking here, start thinking about your second win, which is what I need, right? So think about what I need, because that's coming up next. But what I realized in the email blast that I sent out yesterday to promote today's wow hour, and I knew we were going to have a smaller attendance because it's a holiday weekend, people are on vacation. I got a ton of out of office notifications. And I just smiled and I'm like, how many people really look to a vacation as the only time where you can take a break, breathe, leave the business or leave your work behind and take a break? How many of us really see vacation and that's when we relax? And I was thinking, you actually don't need a vacation in order to feel refreshed, in order to feel renewed, in order to feel like you took a break from things. You don't need a vacation. You just need connection. Right? And this event, this virtual event, the space that we've co-created is the opportunity for actual meaningful connections. If you come in with that right energy and mindset that we were talking about, which is giving yourself and each other permission to brag, to be real and grateful. So I love that even though it's a small, intimate room here today, that we're all on the same vibe, the same energy, and the same page. So giving you all some love. I can't get to the clicker thing with the hearts fast enough, but I wish. I don't have any tech help today, okay? I miss Andy and Vanessa who helped me with the tech help. All right, so lightning round number 2 in win-win networking. I want to hear from you. Looking ahead to quarter 3 and quarter 4, the next 6 months here. Is there something specific that you need that can help you move your business forward, that can solve a problem or fill a need for you right now? Who would like to go first?
Yeah, I have something very, very specific.
Great.
And Marley, since I didn't know that you were so involved with the South Business Association group that much. I met your leader at Mercedes-Benz a couple weeks ago. What's his name again? Andy. Yeah. And I know you guys used to offer health coverage to your members, and I know that plan fell through. Well, I have a solution for you guys, and I've reached out to Andy, and I'd love to talk to you guys about
great.
it. So that would be my big win, help you guys get that figured out so that you can make it available to all your members again as an option.
Okay. Are you a member of FPA currently?
I am not a member right now.
Okay. Yeah. So, but you have a contact, or you need to be connected or reconnected with Andy. Is that your need?
Right. And with you, I mean, if you're part of the whole gig, then yeah.
I am an executive member and an ambassador that promotes Florida Professional Association.
You're an ambassador of everything, huh?
Well, because these two groups promote small business, and I'm a small business owner, and I really and I work with small businesses, and I really care about entrepreneurs, founders.
But that is about as specific as I can get.
I love
to
it.
have that conversation with Andy.
I love it. I'm happy to facilitate a reconnection. I know they're on a cruise now, so give them a little bit, but we can circle back next week. Who else has a win? I love the specificity. Let's go, John.
I mean, I always have wins, right? I'm like Mr. Win. So I'm having another big birthday this year. So as you get older, each birthday is a bigger and bigger one, right? And you realize you have less time left than you had to get here. So you got to enjoy every day even more, right? Every day really becomes a gift. So that's something that I am starting to enjoy more and more of. And we also learned during COVID, when we all got shut off from the rest of the world, how important it is to have human contact. So I happen to enjoy human contact. I don't like being locked up in an office. I like to be out there and seeing people, and I like networking events, and I like to see people and meet people. You never know who you're going to meet. But the biggest thing I've learned, it's not how many people you know, it's how many people know you. So when you go to an event, make sure to meet people and ask them how are they doing and what are they doing and what can you do for them. And it just pulls them in because it makes it about them, not about you. That's my little tidbit. And every time you get to introduce someone you know to someone at a networking event, it puts you back in front of the people. It shows that you care about them in both directions. And it's just one of those good, positive things that makes you feel good if you're able to help people make connections.
Yeah.
And I know Ken Wright's big on doing that too, because he's all over the place, like me. So the more people you can do that with, I'm telling you, it's just that karma thing, right? If you put the good karma out, it always comes back. And that's what we try to do. And like I said, as you have less time, it gets more and more important. Not to be morbid, but it's just one of those things you notice more and more of, right?
Absolutely.
Your children and my grandchildren are older than your kids. So it puts everything in a quick perspective very quickly.
Quick perspective. So am I hearing you correctly that what you need right now is more like in-person networking event opportunities?
Yep. And networking events that are beneficial to you.
Yeah.
Right. We can all go to things that are fun, but they don't produce, right? They're not really the right thing. So you got to be careful on the groups that you want to, meet with, like figure out what's good for your business.
Correct.
Like what type of people do you want to meet? Is it a certain type of professional? It's for me, a certain type of legal group, a certain type of this, certain type of that, and take advantage of the time, the opportunities that you get. And I wouldn't say don't waste time because it's always good to meet people, but concentrate on the ones that will be beneficial to you, that have an audience that you would like to meet, and do your homework before you go. Try and find out who's going to be there. Know who you want to meet. Don't just wandering off the street and, look around and say, oh, geez, I wonder who's here. Do some homework before you go to any event. Sort of get an idea if you can.
100%. 100%. We're on the same page. That's why we pause to actually consider what I need. What I need is to meet more business owners, for example, with teams of 10 or more who invest in professional development training or wellness workshops and retreats where they can hire me as their wellness facilitator or keynote speaker or MC for their conferences, workshops, or retreats. I'm very clear on who I need to connect with. Notice that's also the acronym WIN, who I need to connect with when I join groups, when I lead events. If I ever discount my speaking fee or my MC fee, now I'm super specific and clear as to why I'm doing that. Before it's like, because they didn't have the money or because they're a nonprofit or because they need it. I'm like, no, who's in the audience and do I have an opportunity to, sure, discount a little bit here, but there's more opportunity in the audience, that gets to experience my speaking, my emceeing, my spark, and would hire me. Right. So Kenneth, to your point, like, oh, Marley, I didn't know you were so involved with this and that. I am involved in the groups who have my target audience. Right. And I'm involved in groups who I'm really clear on how we can support each other. Right. Like with the Strive 305 ambassador group, maybe that's not 100% my target audience, but the people that I am connecting with have the clients that would, be good referral partners or etc. The point is, to John's point, being intentional, being on purpose about the spaces that you're coming into, and being mindful of the energy in which you're coming into those spaces with, not just like a me ego focused, I'm here to give you my pitch, I'm here to give you my business cards, I'm here to, sell you on my thing, I'm here to get 3 people to join my membership, whatever, to who's in the audience, like who could I meet here, and what are they about? What do they need right now? What's their win? Right? Because when you're asking others questions with genuine curiosity, with authenticity, with gratitude for meeting them, they give you information. And whether that person is going to be your direct client or not is really not the point. It's more about exploring a connection and discovering who we are and how we help, so that we can support each other and maybe make a connection. Say, hey, jump in next week to this wow hour, because, Paula comes in and she helps, businesses outsource some of their remedial tasks to virtual assistants. Like, that person could probably help you grow. And I only know Paula because I've seen her for the past 2 years show up to these things, right? Paula, where are you based out of?
Okay, I'm based in Colombia. I know you and John know me, but for Kenneth and Tayari, I'm based in Colombia right now, but I work with my Excel network. Our company is based in Miami right now.
Yeah. And the reason that I know you by name and your company, and I'm giving you a little spotlight right now, even though you're coming up next with your what I need, is because you've been showing up to these on a consistent basis, right? And when you first started joining these things, you were a little bit more shy and reserved. And now, like, you got this, girl. You have elevated your networking skills, right? So it's a testament to the power of using these spaces purposefully, right? So what is your win? That's a win I just bragged about for you. But what is your need?
Yeah, you're right. Our win could be more connections. My boss Luigi is always at every networking event, connected with a lot of business owners. I'm learning from him how to connect with people. That's why I am improving right now my networking abilities here also in Florida Professionals Association. I'm really happy about it. And I know I am a bit far away from you, but I'd love to connect with you all. Also, if maybe you have a referral for us, or if maybe we have a referral for your business, we would love to connect. We can schedule a one-on-one Zoom meeting. Luigi loves to do the one-on-one Zoom meeting, so we are every day open to help other members of Florida Professionals Association.
So when you're saying what I need is more connections, can you be specific? Who is like the specific connection that would be great for you right now?
Okay, our specific connection could be small, medium business owners who are looking maybe for the best talent to grow the business, to delegate some tasks, because when the business is growing, you have a lot of things to do. Usually a business owner think that they need to be in charge of everything, but it's okay not to be in charge of everything. You can delegate the tasks, you can build a trusted team for your company. So that's what we are looking for.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. You know how you build a trusted team for your company is by showing up, being real and grateful, talking every time. People are like, you know what? I've heard her say like a few like interesting things. I might want to go ahead and set up that one-on-one to ask her a little bit about my business and my needs. And Paula's going to help me because she smiles and she's great. And you know what? I think I know, like, and trust her. So now I'll reach out, right? So use these spaces for good. Who else has a win? Tari, would you like to share what I need? Spotlighting you. Go ahead.
Yes, I would also like to say what I need. I would say right now, I would say meeting people in higher positions, because I also like to give everything that I know as well, but I'm very observant and I like to learn a lot. So being young and having 3 businesses, I definitely like to learn everything I can. I will go to any meetings, anything. So having somebody that can show me the right path to go when it comes to bigger business is something I'm always open to.
Interesting. All right. I like that. So
what are your businesses, Tiari?
I was about to open that up. Look at Kenneth already jumping in. Hang on now. So we just went through 2 of these win-win network lightning rounds. We shared what I'm noticing. We shared what I need. The rest of us that were listening to that here in the Zoom room or live out there in LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, wherever you're watching this, do you have follow-up questions for anyone? Do you naturally have follow-up questions? Like we just saw, like Kenneth naturally had a question, right? To Tiari's win and share. Kenneth, what was your question?
My question was, Tiari, what are your 3 businesses?
I have my first business, which was real estate. I started when I was 18. I still currently do real estate here in Miami, Orlando, and in Mississippi, where I went to school at Jackson State.
So you have properties in Orlando, Mississippi, and Miami?
Yes, sir.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I also I just launched a vending machine business, which is using with AI and stuff like that, like we were just speaking about earlier. So you scan your phone, take out your snacks, and it charges you as you take them out, and AI detects what you take out.
I'm sorry, I'm not. Would you repeat that, please?
So you have
machine that what?
It's vending machines that also has AI with it. So you scan your phone to pay, and whatever you take out of the vending machine, because you can open it up and you'll be able to take out your items, and it'll charge you that way. So that's another business I have. And my third business is EV charging with Tesla.
Is what?
Electric vehicle.
Yeah, I got a question. For your vending machines, can you also, through AI, tell you how nutritious or how bad whatever the snack is you're taking out is for you?
I don't know if it'll be able to show that up on the screen, but I'll be able to pull it up through my Excel, because I have a spreadsheet for every single one of my businesses, multiple.
Like if you want to get a healthier snack rather than a garbage snack.
Yes.
If like that might be another one of those things, a bonus for your customers to be able to check out the snack before they buy it, or maybe it's a bad thing because they may not want to buy it. So yeah, there's that other side of it.
Man,
maybe it should be like
want to
the
buy
crappier the better.
They want to buy the bad stuff, John.
That's definitely
they do.
idea.
They want to buy the bad stuff. They want to find the worst thing for them, and that's what they're going to buy.
Okay, well then there you go. So you see,
You're an old guy.
You're an old
guy. You care about that stuff. But when you're like Tiari's
yeah. If I'm in a vending machine, I know I'm not looking for the healthy stuff already. I'm there.
You know,
are
you
you
signed
looking
up
for places to put your machines?
Yeah, yes, I'm always looking for more locations. We have everything from dental offices all the way to kindergarten buildings and everything. So we have different options when it comes to snacks, wipes, anything you could think of. We have, especially when it comes to our AI vending machine. Since it's open, since you can open it, we can put anything in there.
So what
is it?
That's
is it
2? What's number 3?
The electric vehicle charging. I have partnered with Tesla to put electric vehicles at hotels and stuff like that. And that's one of my businesses that I'm trying to get to blow up a little bit more, because it's a very good pitch. I'm just having trouble finding more and more locations.
So you go to places and see if they want to put in an electric charge?
Electric vehicle chargers, because I also have a Tesla. So when I go out of town or anything, sometimes it's hard to find hotels or neighborhoods that have electric vehicle charging. So I thought about partnering with Tesla to.
Hey man, you can let me use the thing, because I know how to charge it. I have a lot of places I can charge it, so you can borrow it.
And you always take a very long extension cord with you.
Man, don't worry.
Tiari, did you appreciate the follow-up questions that Kenneth and John had to get to know you a little bit more?
Always. I'm always open to conversation.
Yeah. And did you see how that just kind of naturally happened when you didn't come on here and be like, hi, I'm Tiari and I'm 23 and I've got this business, and you didn't come in here with like some perfect pitch, just came in here, your dog's barking, you're in your house, you're looking down on the screen. Like you're just being real. You're being grateful to be here with that energy. And thus, what came out of your mouth and what you shared sparked curiosity and interest in others who are going to ask you follow-up questions. And the reason why I'm harping on this is because I am exhausted of going to networking events and seeing it done in a manner that's just incredibly ineffective, wildly, like not even human and natural. You walk into a place, someone's like, line and they just like give you their business card, or they start, giving you their 15-second elevator pitch, or they start asking you like a ton of questions about you, where you're like, yo, like, is this an interrogation? Like, I don't even know your name and you're grilling me about who do I work with and blah, 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 all these questions. I could go on and on about the pitfalls of communication that I've experienced. I've been in the event industry for over 20 years. Through planning the events, attending the events, through leading them, I have different perspectives on seeing networking done the wrong way. So I love that in this time together in this space, we've proven how networking can be easy, not awkward or forced or pitchy or salesy. It's just natural if you create the space where you give yourself permission to brag, to be real and grateful. So thank you for doing that, just being yourself, and you, Kenneth, being yourself, asking a follow-up question and proving my point that it could be easy. It could be easy when we leave the ego at home. And on top of that, not only can networking and business growth be easy, because from here, Tayari, you can follow up. You can find John. You can find Kenneth. You can find Paula on LinkedIn. I'm sure you can send a follow-up note saying, hey, it was really nice to spend that wow hour with you. I'd love, to schedule some more time to pick your brain as I'm growing my business. And I'm sure that you'd get some feedback because you've spent this time together, right? So not only does it benefit, this planned pause, benefit business and connections and networking, etc., it benefits your wellness and your well-being, because something that John touched on earlier was connection. Like, he feels more connection at in-person events. That's why what he needs is more in-person events. Like, virtual is cool. You do a great job at connecting virtually as well. But, you need that physical touch, that in-person, that quality time. Great. But the virtual space can be a really, really good space to kind of build that muscle, right? And keep that consistency. And it builds your well-being, because connection and community and authenticity and kindness, when we experience those things, it releases dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins into our nervous system that helps us to feel well, helps us to feel less alone and isolated, which, as an entrepreneur, a business owner, someone that's got even a student, a leader, a parent, can feel kind of like isolating and alone. And in these times where we're all hyper connected, we're all more disconnected and isolated and lonely than ever. So I'm just really grateful for, again, Florida Professionals Association, who has been hosting this space, holding this space for the past 5 years since the pandemic. I'm grateful for them allowing me to take over, because I had been attending these events. And I'm like, how can I add value here? I'm an ambassador for FPA. I'm an ambassador for Strive 305. Like, I'm a speaker, I'm an MC. How can I bring these things together and create an initiative, a collaboration, even a public-private partnership? I'm partnering with government. I'm partnering with businesses, right? And me as a personal brand, and bringing these things together to leverage our time, our energy, and our resources. It no longer makes time for me as a mom of 2 small kids who prioritizes spending time with them to jump in a car and go from Miramar to Coral Gables on a weekly basis, or drive, to Homestead, for when I can host these weekly wow hours and bring all these groups together, right?
Well,
so I did that.
Marley, if you
purposely.
feel like going somewhere on a Thursday afternoon or a Thursday evening, I've just in the chat, I put in 2 invites for a group that I'm a member of called Momentum, and we meet on the beach at Fogo de Chao for lunch twice a month, and then we also have a happy hour at different places. So
There we go.
Come to any of those.
There we go. Let me put them up on
in the chat. So
I love it. We're having invitations to
Paula,
in-person
I know
events.
It's a long way from Columbia to come, but
she gets a spark. Do you ever get to travel over here, Paula?
No yet, but I'm planning to do it.
What I need is to lobby Luigi to have you come over here for a little while, do something out here.
Yes, please, for a PAP.
I love it. On that note, I do want to promote again to anyone that's watching. We do have our in-person multi-day, I think it's a 4-day business conference and retreat experience coming up July 31st in Orlando at the Gaylord Palms. This is not your typical business conference. I'm the facilitator, so you know it's not going to be boring. It's going to be fun the whole time. And we always have a good time. This is going to have the keynote speakers focused on AI and all of, the changes and the opportunities that we have as business owners to scale our business, to leverage our time and our resources. So I'm really looking forward to that keynote. We have lawyers, we have financial advice, we have marketing and branding as well, and a whole lot of networking fun. So if you want to check that out, it's piporlando.com. That is definitely an in-person event you don't want to miss. I know John's going to be there, right? Are you going to be there? No? Oh, I was so excited.
I'm not allowed to go away for 3 days without my wife.
Bring her.
She won't leave her little dogs and her cats behind. Elvis and Priscilla would be very upset. So.
Oh, I was excited. My family was coming along this year, and my husband got booked for an event. He's a saxophonist, and he got booked for an event in Aspen the same day. So now we have to get babysitting for the kids, so he can go to Aspen, I can go to Orlando, but after the retreat, we're gonna extend the trip a couple days and take the boys to Disney World. So looking forward to that.
Well, we have to talk about saxophones at some other time because that's what my father did. So we'll have that conversation at one of our networking events in person.
Yes. I was actually seeing if you had it here. I'd pick it up and show it to you, but no, I guess it's outside. Anyways, my friend. Okay, so we are closing down here on our time together. Again, I do not fill an hour to fill up an hour's time. This is to be of service and benefit to you. So unmute yourself, and before we go, do you have a WIFL? I'm giving you one more acronym in my acronym bucket of things. Have I shared WIFL here before? I don't think so. WIFL is what I feel like expressing. What I feel like expressing. And this round goes like this. You start by saying, what I feel like expressing is, you share what you feel like expressing, like what I just did right now. What I feel like expressing was what I'm going to do for PIP, and my husband can't come now, but we're going to go to Disney World. And that's what I feel like expressing, right? So you start by saying, what I feel like expressing is, share whatever you feel like expressing, whatever it is in this present moment. And when you're done, and only you know when you're done, you must end with, that's what I feel like expressing. The rest of us are on mute. We don't interrupt. And when it's your turn to speak, you're not talking about what the person before expressed. It's your own WIFL. Is that clear? All right, so WIFL lightning round starts now. Who's going to share our first WIFL?
What I feel like expressing is the joy I feel to be taking my 9-year-old twin girls to their first 4th of July event tomorrow night in Miami Beach, sponsored by the Veterans of Foreign War. They're looking forward to them seeing some real fireworks and meeting some American heroes. And that's what I feel like expressing, the joy.
Oh, joy. Joy makes me want to put my glasses back on. I loved that WIFL, Kenneth. Thank you. Great WIFL. Next.
Mine's similar. I've gone through 71 4th of Julys, and it's always a fun time, a happy time, looking up and seeing fireworks and seeing families. And if you go to big events like at the Biltmore, you see thousands of people out there enjoying it. And it's like one of those things you got to do. You got to enjoy it and take advantage of the good things that we have to offer each other. It's like Kenneth Wright says, take the kids, go enjoy some family time together. It's the best stuff that there is. That's what I want everybody to go out and have a great time and be safe, and don't hold those firecrackers in your fingers too long.
And that's what I feel like expressing. Remember, you have to end it like that. He's like, yes, and that's what I feel like expressing. Okay. You start and end with the words. That's the only way I know. It's the only way I know that you're done. Who's next? Do it.
Maybe me.
Yeah.
Okay, what I feel like expressing, no, what I feel like expressing is that I am really happy to share some time here and also, especially with the American companies, because I am learning so much every day. I know this is kind of related with job, but I am really excited because, American culture is so different than Colombian culture here. So I feel really happy every day. And also with this space that Florida Professionals Association give us to share, to connect with more people. I'm really excited to hear about you all, your businesses, and learning different things every day. And that's what I feel like expressing.
I love it. Did you write it down? I love it. You're such a good. You're so good.
Just the final part. That's what I feel like expressing.
I love it. I love it. A whiffle. We are all allowed to express what we feel like expressing without being interrupted, without, being one-upped, without being dismissed or discounted, without trying to solve your problem. Just what do you feel like expressing? Like, what's up?
I'm just happy to be here and meet everybody for the first time. So we'll get in the groove with it, but I'm definitely nice to meet everybody here.
Marley, you sounded
And
like
that's
a
what I
beer
feel like
commercial a
expressing.
second ago.
Oh, that's what I feel like expressing. I apologize.
It's all good. It's all good. That was your first whiffle. Tayari, that was your first whiffle. Now, next time, it's what I feel like expressing. And if you forget, it's all good because we're going to do it almost every time. What'd you say, John? I missed what you said.
You sounded like a beer commercial with a what's up?
What's up? With the whiffle?
I just can't help. I can't help myself.
Do you know Owen Wilson, that actor? He's a comedian, right? Guy, blonde. If you look on YouTube, I'm sure there's some like funny clips. Somebody, the internet, did a compilation of this man, and every time he says wow, 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 like a million different ways to say wow. I got to learn them all so that I can drop a few wows here. And at the end, we all unmute, just say wow, and we're out of here. I just think that's really funny. So beautiful people, we spend this time together. I'm grateful. What I feel like expressing is absolute joy, gratitude for this time together, for you choosing to press pause, to make time, to be kind to yourself, to each other. Please drop your information in the chat so that you guys can connect offline and continue your conversations. Put this as a recurring calendar appointment and just hop in when you can. Know that you don't always have to be on camera, but if you are, you get visibility here and in all of the live streams that we're putting out afterwards as well. But if you just want to come in one time and you're off camera, you want to engage just in the chat, or you have to pop in and out, it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes people don't join because they're like, oh, I just can't get on the camera and I can't stay the whole hour. That's cool. It could be a wow break. It could be 15 minutes and you just got your little spark of energy, your spark of kindness, checked in with some people. Because remember, you don't need a vacation to feel good. You just need connection. So thank you all for making time to connect with me and each other. Again, my name is Marley Q. I am a proud ambassador for the Florida Professionals Association and Strive305hub.com, two wonderful organizations who are out to support and unite business owners, entrepreneurs, and professionals with the resources that they need. Join us here on Wow Hour Thursdays at 3:30. You could register at floridazooms.com. Thank you all so much for being a part of it and joining me. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Wow. I love you. Bye, John. Thank you so much.